Well, hey everybody, today we're over here at the Wilderness Lodge Resort. And this is one of the Walt Disney World resorts that you guys are able to stay at. Today we're going to do a walkthrough of this resort. It's a very large resort, so it's going to take a little bit of time, but we're going to get you guys right on through it and give you a first-hand perspective of what it's going to look like if you end up coming over here and staying here, guys. And you can see just like walking up right now, it looks rustic American right there. It looks like the old log cabin. Everything's built out of the log cabin theme, so it's really a fun resort. It's got a lot of carvings in here. It's got a lot of space, and what they've done with the detail in this place is just incredible. So we're walking out from where the cars would actually be parked right now, and then we're coming in here. This is where you're going to do your valet, your drop-offs and stuff like that. These guys are going to bring the valet stuff up there for you. If you drop your luggage off here, so you can go all the way down to your car. Or you could drop it and go park your car, but either way, you're going to end up coming right through here, because this is where you're going to enter into the main part of the building, guys. And that entranceway is just huge. It's a really grand resort. It's very, very big. And this is your little foyer in here. They called it back in the day like a vestibule, but it's like a little room in between the outside and the inside. And you got a little bridge up there, and we'll be going across that later on. And as we get ready to walk out in the main resort. And this is probably the best shot of the whole resort right here. You walk in and it's just huge. You look up in the wintertime when they have the Christmas stuff out, the trees are just huge in here. We have that posted on the Country Bears tours.net website if you want to see that. But it's a huge, huge room in here. All these pillars here that are holding up, the columns that are holding up the building, there's all totem poles and carvings in every one of these. So if you look up, you'll see them. But there's a lot to see in here, and you can just keep finding stuff over and over. It's not like you're going to come in and see it all in one view. I've been coming here since it opened, and it's just, there's always something new to find. Or they're changing something, but for the most part, you haven't seen it. So you'll see it on your well, right now you got the Wishbone Canyon Cafe right there. I actually ate up in there. It's a little hefty on the price, but it's a nice fun restaurant. It's a very interactive restaurant, so everybody takes a part. It's kind of like a show / food at the same time, because it's you got like just some people out there. They're going to be talking on microphones and stuff like that. Some of them are just going to be talking, and it's kind of like a fun. They keep it like a comical while you're eating your dinner and stuff. And over here is your main check-in. So this is where you come. As soon as you walk in the door, over to the right is your main check-in right there, and that's going to be across the Whispering Canyon Cafe. Once again, this is just a monstrous resort. You got your chimney over there to the left, your fireplace and chimney. Over here on the right, you've got their little gift store here. So you've got a cool gift store, Mercantile over there. And you've got the sign up there to the right that tells you where the different things are. And that hallway right there is going to take you right on over to the Boulder Ridge, which is the DVC side of the Wilderness Lodge. But the DVC actually is part of this now also, to over the east side. And that's going to be known as a different resort name than everything else. And that's you've got the Cascade Cabins in here, very confusing. You've got the actual Wilderness Lodge Resort in here. You've got the Boulder Ridge Resort. And then you've got the villas also. So there's a lot going on here. It's a very, very confusing resort. We actually were looking into all that stuff recently, trying to figure out the whole names, because it really gets you a little screwed up there. Like, where am I going? What is this stuff? So you want to turn around and figure that out before you come here, because you'll think that you're just going to see one resort, and it's not. There's a whole bunch of here. They've got it set up into four. The cabins are going to be the Cascade Cabins, and that's at the Copper Creek. So the villas are going to be the Copper Creek Villas, and the villas at Copper Creek, and then you've got once again the Boulder Ridge, and that's the DVC side, and that's going to be down like the direction we're moving right now, and down the hallway. Now the Cascade Cabins go on both sides of the resort on the outside. You'll see them when we get that later. Now this guy here is the actual bridge. It's actually a cool little bridge. My son used to love coming across this. Morgan loved it as a baby. He'd run back and forth. But this is usually running with water. It's like a stream that feeds right on through. And right now it's not running, so I don't know if they're doing maintenance or they just have it turned off. But it's actually a real pretty, like, it's just cool how you've got a fountain, like you've got a river going through your house. And that's going to take you over to the Artist Point. This is one more time, a little look around for you to give you an idea of what you're going to see. Right now, I'm going to head on over, see if I can get lucky enough to grab that elevator before it closes, or wasting time pushing buttons. And these are the elevators. So you got the little moose there, and you've got the little beaver holding a stick there for a rail. It's the detail, and a lot of these resorts, once again, if you don't come in here, you're never going to see this stuff. It's just incredible. So definitely get out and check out the resorts. You'll see a lot of cool things that you probably never even knew existed. Right now we're up on the 5th floor. So go on over here, get around these guys quick. And we're going to go on over here and give you a look from up above what it looks like to go down. And right there, those, you're not going in there if you don't have your magical band and you're staying here. So if you're not staying here, you're not going in there. You have to have a reason to be over there. Otherwise, you're going to be on this side, and your rooms are going to go up and down. And I believe they got some rooms on the other side, but it's this floor. So right here is an overlook of what you're going to see when you're looking out. And see how small everything looks down there. It's crazy. Oh, we'll get a little look down here. It's just, you're way up high. So there's a lot to see. This is just pretty to see it. And if you guys got time and you're not doing anything, grab your food, grab a little snack, come on up. They've got chairs all the way around the outside of this thing. So you can pick a floor, and they've got benches. So you can just look out and see that stuff. It's pretty cool to see some of the carvings over there. But yeah, there's literally benches and rocking chairs all over the place here. So you can just look out. You got to pick the right floor for what you want to see, but it's pretty cool. One downstairs now. And here's a little bit more of what you're going to see when you're looking out there. And this is another angle, of course. But you can choose where you want to be, what you want to sit, where you want to sit and stuff like that. And it's awesome. I love just looking out and seeing the different things. Sometimes if I just have time to kill, I like just sitting around studying everything. See the carvings out there, the lamps with the buffalo on them. Keep continuing down, you're going to go down this little stairs. We're coming to that little bridge when you were walking in the main doors. This is taking us down to that. So you come down here, and I don't know why this is actually here, but it's kind of cool. You got a little glass door you got to open up and get through. And then you come on in. It's kind of like a little breezeway to go right on through to the different parts of the resort. Get this one open here. On down. And now it's going to take you down. We went in on the opposite corner, and it takes us down right next to the Whispering Canyon Cafe. And it's going to take you back out to the main lobby here. And concierge check-in. And now we're outside, so if you're going to go right next to the Mercantile Shop right there, keep going past the elevators we went on, you're going to go outside these doors. So I actually went out to give you an idea what it looks like to come through this angle of the wilderness instead of just going through the main gate. But you're going to come through here, and up on the left you're going to have the little arcade that's outside. And this is the walkway that shares between the Boulder Ridge Resort and this part of the resort, the Wilderness Lodge. So you're going to walk under this canopy here, which is going to keep you dry if it's raining out and stuff like that, keep the sun off you. But if you're staying at the DVC side, you're going to walk through here to access all the stuff up in here. And you got some little window shoppings right there, little windows. And we'll head right on in. Didn't think that door was going to open a second ago. And right here is the Mercantile Shop. And that's right to my left here. And if you guys are looking to see what the shop is like, we also have a video posted of that. We like to always get fresh ones at this resort's store. It's a real nice store walking through, so I do recommend checking the website at thecountrybirdtours.net. And once again, when you are going to our website, it's very easy to use, so take your time, definitely look in there, and it's going to show you pretty much everything that's itemized. You just take a little look around and stuff like that, and pretty easy to see. And now we're going to cut on through the main lobby here. And this is going to take you out to the back doors here. They've got these glass doors. You're not really going to go out and step off of there and walk anywhere. It's kind of like a sitting area. So right now we're outside here. And this kind of gives you an idea of what you're going to see when you're out back here on the balcony. If you want, obviously I probably wouldn't be coming out in the heat of the day, but it's nice to come out and sit when it's cooler, a little cooler out, maybe towards the nighttime. This gives you an idea. This is usually running water through here, so they have it shut down, but that's about it. You get a little better look at the side there. That's the hallway that takes you down to the Roaring Forks and back to the resort. All right, so we're back in the doors now, and we're heading over to the Artist Point. And up in here, you got the restaurant, and then you've got like a little bar area up in there. We're not going to be able to go in there today. They're doing some filming in there. I think they're making some kind of a little commercial. So coming on down the hallway there, past the Artist Point, this is going to take you all the way down to the windows down below there, and then we're going to take a left, and it's going to take you over to the Roaring Forks, and there's a little sign for it right there. And this is like a long hallway, but it's real nice. It's, everything in this resort is really relaxing. I got nothing really bad to say about this resort at all. It's just a fun resort all around. It is a little higher end to stay here. So this is one of the highest that you're going to be paying to stay, but yeah, as you can see why. You've got a staircase right there that's carved out of a rock. Leads you all down to the pool. And you got a nice little, kind of like a mini restaurant in here. A grab-and-go type place. That's the Roaring Fork. And I love this place. We always come over here. We always eat here. I think I've only stayed here maybe once or twice, but this is one of my favorite places to come and eat. Yeah, there's little places that I like to pick along the way to eat and stuff like that, and this is one of them. Another place I like is Star and Rolls over in the Hollywood Studios. And that hasn't been open for a little while. So right now we're out on the coming out the back of the Wilderness Lodge, and this is going to take you right on over to the pool area. Give you guys an idea how huge this resort is looking back and up at it. Here's your pool. And once again, I'm not going to walk inside the pool area. I'm going to stay on the outside just because I don't have my kids with me. And I feel kind of creepy walking around with the camera pointing at people. And we have a couple of these pools, I believe, posted on the website. But other than that, we'll stay on the outskirts and I'll give you guys some shots in with the camera. And it's a pretty big pool too. So when you're out there, it's a fun pool and it's pretty big. This ain't the best angle. I'll try to get a better angle at the back. But right now, this direction here is actually going to take you on down to the boat launch, or it's going to take you around the backside, which is going to bring you around the pool to the right. So it's a little trail. There's a lot of walking here. If you guys like to walk around and stuff like that, you come out in the evening time. You got a lot of lights out here, and this is a nice, fun place to walk. Whether you're with somebody or by yourself, it's just peaceful. It's a nice walk. Some places you go, just, you know, remember that too. If you're looking for that type of an experience, walking, put that in your kind of like your ideas when booking the place, because this is a definite fun place to walk around. And it might be a little bit more to stay here, but are you getting any more out of the resort than you might get somewhere else? Because a lot of the resorts, you're not really going to be doing a lot of, well, there are some you can do a lot of walking, don't get me wrong, but this is definitely a fun, peaceful walk. It's a lot different than like at the old Key West, that you're walking around kind of like a parking lot the whole way, and that's what you're walking. But that's something I enjoy also. But this here, this is relaxing with a lot to see. You don't got to worry about the noise of all the cars and the buses and the golf carts blowing by you, because it's not back here. It's all little sidewalks. So occasionally you get a little golf cart going by, but yep, and there's like this boardwalk area, this decking that goes along. It takes you over to your rooms there, or it'll take you on over to the boat launch, or it takes you over to the geyser there. Right now we're heading out to the boat pickup point. And they do have two sets of boats that run through here. You either have the big yellow and blue boats, or you've got the small pirate style boat. Either of them are fun to ride. More spacing on the big ones. I think they're the friendship boats, and there's a lot more room on those. The little taxi one is the one that they use also over between the Magic Kingdom and the Polynesian, or the Magic Kingdom and the Grand Floridian. But they've got both of them here. They're not running them as frequently here, I noticed. I was out earlier looking around, and you don't see a lot of the boats coming through, so I think they've got like a reduced time, or every so many minutes, but I think they've expanded that a little bit. And that's the waterway out there. Little monorail in the distance. And then coming back around. And out, coming up here on the right, you're going to see as I start getting around the camera, actually had Discovery Island out there. It used to actually be a kind of like a little mini like sanctuary, a little mini park for animals. So you used to go out there and you used to dock on the back side of that place. And that's been abandoned for a long time. I think that would be a great place to put either some kind of a water park for kids with lots of interactive water. It's just a great place for that, or some kind of like a really different kind of resort. A small resort, maybe a tall one, but just on the island. Something, or maybe clubs or something, anything, just besides what it is. Right now it's just a vacated island out there. But that's about it out here. We're going to turn around. We're not jumping on a boat right now. We'll do that later. Right now we're just going to walk back on towards the resort and go around the back side of the pool, guys. And coming up on our right-hand side are the cabins. And this is what I was telling you about a little earlier. So, very confusing place. Once you get it down, you'll figure it out. But right off the bat, you're going to have the big Wilderness Lodge. And then you're going to have the Cascade Cabins. And they go on this side over here. And then they go on the far side in front of us. So they're split up into two different sections. Technically along the waterway. I believe on the right hand side, the east side, are the vacation club, and that's the villas at Copper Creek. or the Copper Creek Villas. And right there's a small little water park for the kids area, a little pool area. So if the kids, you got the little babies and stuff, you'll take them over there. You got these little jacuzzis all over the place. And there's the back of the pool. This is probably your best shot for getting like access for pictures and stuff to the pool. But definitely a fun pool. A little better view of the kids section over there. And just remember, years back, none of these resorts had any of those things. They're all new additives to the resorts. They put them in recently, and they're really a good addition because the little kids can't always go in the pool, especially with the bigger kids in there splashing. And you know, you might have a 2-year-old, 3-year-old that you don't want around all the kids. In this place here, that used to be a little, kind of like a little walk-up wet bar. You get some food, and not really much going on in there anymore. Yeah, we'll walk up a little bit. Back to the resort, a little more pool. Yeah, this used to be like a little wet bar, a little restaurant type thing in there, and it looks like it's all deserted walking by and stuff. I noticed that the last time I was here too. Maybe because of the COVID, or maybe just because they shut it down. This used to be a real bustling place right here. We're gonna head on back a little bit more. We're coming up onto a restaurant back here, and this restaurant's actually shared with not only the Wilderness Lodge but also with the Boulder Ridge side, so you can walk over from either resort. It's kind of like located in the middle. And let's see if we can get a little closer here. The old Geyser Point. And it's nice, it's outdoors, it's open. Haven't eaten here yet. We'll eventually get over here. As we grow the channel, we're gonna eventually do all the restaurants and stuff. Right now our pockets don't support that, so we're gonna do what we can do, but as we grow, we'll... And now we're coming back up and heading back up to the main resort here. And this is pretty much the Wilderness Lodge. We're going to have the store, the shop posted online, so you'll be able to see that also. And you can always see any of these places just by visiting the countrybeartours.net. That's our website, and it's very easy to use. A lot of videos in there. I think we got around 750 videos posted in there, so you just pick what you want to see, whether it's a resort, you go to the resort page, you go to the parks page, you can go to the transportation page. That way you don't got to go constantly typing through the internet trying to find what you're looking for. We try to keep it itemized. Shot in a pool before we head on up into the back of the resort. And you got the walkway up here. Now you can either access the building back here and walk on in and then walk up the hallway, but we're going to take a trip up these little staircase here. This usually running water through here, it's usually really pretty. Right now they got it shut off, I'm not really sure why. Peak of the summer and they've got this stuff turned off. This is the stuff I'd like to see operating and stuff. You know, you're paying a pretty penny to come here on your vacation. And prices haven't gone down any, they've gone up, and you'd like to see all this stuff working. But this is about it. So like I said, if you guys need to see anything else on the Wilderness Lodge, just check out our website, and we've got a lot of other videos posted, and we'll see you guys again on the next one, guys.